I'm really excited to have Nickelodeon Theater right here in the studio. I've been trying to get you guys for a long, long time. Alison Kozberg.
That's right. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you're the director there.
I am.
And you guys have a new location, and we're going to be talking about some of your initiatives and upcoming events. But first, if you would, tell us a little bit about Nickelodeon Theater and how you got started.
Absolutely. The Nickelodeon is the only independent nonprofit cinema in the state of South Carolina. It was founded in 1979 as an exhibitor committed to the exhibition of independent and alternative cinema, and we remain really committed to that mission. We're coming up on the 5-year anniversary in our current location. We have 2 cinema screens right now, and we screen a combination of the best in independent, international, and documentary film, and then really beloved classics that people want to revisit, and we believe it's essential to see on the big screen. We have a lot of special programming upcoming in the month of August. In conjunction with the Eclipse, we'll be screening Stanley Kubrick's classic film 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, yes, yes. And that is in conjunction with that weekend right before the Eclipse on the 21st. So that you're showcasing that when?
On the 20th, Saturday, we'll be playing 2001: A Space Odyssey. It is a film that is absolutely visually stunning and very worthwhile to see on the big screen. I strongly recommend that everyone comes out and sees it.
All right. And then you also have the 25th anniversary of Wayne's World.
Yes, we do.
Has it been 25 years already?
It certainly
My goodness.
has. Wayne's World came out in 1992. It was a spinoff of a popular Saturday Night Live sketch with Dana Carvey and Mike Myers, and we'll be celebrating the 25th anniversary at the Nickelodeon with a special screening of the film. And that leads into an October screening of another film by the director Penelope Spheris. We'll be showing her documentary, The Decline of Western Civilization, about the birth of punk in Southern California. Spheris was actually tapped to direct Wayne's World because of her engagement with punk and knowledge of punk and metal. Mm-hmm. So we're really looking forward to using one of her most popular films as a foundation to start a conversation about some of her more alternative documentary work as well. And we're also really excited to celebrate and remain committed to showing work by female filmmakers.
Cool. Now, in a world of the digital streaming and like the big budget films, how would you say the Nickelodeon has remained relevant to the community?
Well, there's a couple of ways that we remain a really special place to have an evening out. The first of which is that we exhibit things incredibly beautifully, and you're really given the space and time to engage with films without any distractions. Mm-hmm. For a comedy, for example, we showed The Big Sick this summer. It allows you to be in a room with other people and share in their laughter and jubilance and the wonderful evening they're having. And that really impacts your film-going experience. It's a way to engage with the community, to engage with the staff, to participate in important conversations about the subject matters of the films. Oftentimes when we screen documentaries or films with a more political or serious subject matter, we'll host a conversation following the screening. We have a number of professors from the University of South Carolina coming within the coming weeks to discuss films that we'll be exhibiting. So in addition to the screening, there's the opportunity to learn more about the history of the film's subject matter and the cinematic techniques that the filmmaker used. We consider ourselves a bit of an informal film school. So in coming to the Nickelodeon, you're actually given the opportunity to engage with and learn a lot about the films we're showing and to really have a great time out. We have an excellent concession stand as well where we sell beer and wine.
All right, all right. And, there are so many films out there. How do you choose the ones that you're playing for Nickelodeon? What's that process like?
Well, we have a couple of different series, and those are selected differently. We have our first run films. So for those films, we're screening the best in new independent and international cinema, which is usually premiered at some of the most prestigious film festivals in the world. Mm-hmm. The Toronto International Film Festival, Cannes, Sundance. So our programmers attend festivals and pick out films that we think would be of great interest to the Columbia community.
Okay.
And we really are committed to having something for everyone. So we'll often offer a comedy alongside of a drama, or a romantic biopic alongside a film of another genre, with perhaps one that offers a bit more levity. So we like to really think about sort of putting a puzzle together that brings the Columbia community a really good sampling of what's happening in independent film generally. Okay. We also offer specially curated series. For example, we just wrapped up our summer series, American Odyssey, which was a curated survey of classic road movies. So for a series like that, we'll really explore the theme across decades. So instead of showing new films, we'll revisit essential classic films that we really believe people deserve to see on the big screen.
Okay. One thing people might not know, you have special education initiatives.
We do. Our educational programming is run by Indie Grits Labs, which is a partner of the Nickelodeon. We're both nonprofit entities that are managed within the Columbia Film Society. And Indie Grits Labs offers a tremendous array of educational programming for youth and adults. You can learn how to make films, how to make animations, but also how to watch films critically. We offer wonderful media literacy programs that allows young people to start to think really critically about the media they watch every day, which is a skill that remains more important now than ever.
Okay. And what age range for youth?
Depending on the class, we offer programs for junior high school students and high school students as well. And then we also have opportunities for adults to engage in our educational programming.
Okay. All right. And some special events. What kind of events do you have coming up?
In addition to 2001, which will be occurring in conjunction with the Eclipse weekend, we'll be screening Charlie Chaplin's classic Modern Times this Labor Day, which is
wow,
lovely and humorous and a wonderful way to spend the holiday weekend. I encourage people to come out with their whole family and laugh. We'll also have the Wayne's World screening. Then we have specially curated screenings rolling out in the fall. Mm-hmm. We'll have a series of the best in new dance films accompanied by live dance performances. So we'll be screening films about dance genres ranging from ballet to swing to voguing with live dance performances. We have the upcoming series Jurist Cinema, which is a curated series of films addressing legal themes, followed by conversations with lawyers who will help people understand issues ranging from the environment and how to protect their environment, the kinds of rights you have as a worker and how to advocate for yourself. So that will also be a really exciting program.
All right.
Each spring we host the Indie Grits Film Festival, which is an annual presentation of cinema from the South, of live music, of parties, and also the debut of newly commissioned artwork. It's an incredibly vibrant event and one of the most exciting things we do.
Let me ask you this, too. What was the biggest, most well-received, in your opinion, most well-received showing in the Nick history? And, yeah, I know it's going to be a toss-up, but,
in Nick history, it's very, very difficult to say. But one of the things that's so exciting about the Nickelodeon is that we consistently have screenings that are really well-received and that are incredibly different from each other.
Yes.
We recently opened Sofia Coppola's film, The Beguiled, and that was incredibly popular with our audience. And we worked together as a staff in conjunction with the release of the film to pick out a historical array of other Southern Gothic films we thought people might enjoy. But we also recently had a late-night screening of The Fifth Element, specially selected by our operations manager, Caitlin, as her staff pick. And people came in costumes and did a scavenger hunt, and Sweet Cream rolled out specialty ice cream flavors in conjunction with the screening.
Wow.
So we really have all kinds of events. We used to have a program called Civil Rights Sundays that encouraged conversations around films related to the civil rights movement.
Okay.
One of the most exciting things about the Nickelodeon is just how diverse our programming is and how popular a wide array of programs can be. Comedies, science fiction, horror, new releases, documentaries with important conversations. It's really a thrill, and I really believe we have something for everyone.
And speaking of something for everyone, something people can definitely do is become a member. You have memberships.
We do. The memberships are really fantastic and a really great way to become part of the Nickelodeon family. To find out more about them, you can go to nickelodeon.org and purchase a membership online. If you're a student, you can also show your student ID and buy a discounted membership at our box office for the low price of $25, which is a really incredible deal. And as someone who attended film school, I think that having an independent cinema in the area is just a tremendous resource.
Yes.
As you're studying film, it gives you a space to watch films on the big screen, to meet other people who share your interests. But our memberships grant people admission to special events, discounted ticket prices, complimentary ticket vouchers, free popcorn on Wednesdays, and then free popcorn and matinee screenings as well.
Can't beat it.
Cannot beat it.
Well, Alison, I've really enjoyed you. Thank you so much for stopping by here, and it's just great having the Nickelodeon Theater right here in our town. Before we go, give us your social media contacts, your website, where you're located, and the phone number for people to call if they have any
Sure.
questions.
We're located at 1607 Main Street near the intersection of Main and Taylor, right in the heart of downtown, down the block from Sweet Cream, right next to Mass General Store. You can find us on Instagram at Nick Theater and on Facebook at Nickelodeon Theater. You can follow us and find out about all of our special events, all our concessions deals at both of those places. And you can reach us on the phone at 803-254-3433.
All right, Allison, again, thank you so much.
Thank you.